It's not much of a surprise when we find out that known healthy habits and behaviors turn out to be unhealthy. Many diet myths, health fads and slimwear have been debunked or rendered useless, or at best, eluded, at one time or another. This brings us to our metabolism, the chemical process human beings use to obtain energy. The body's ability to use fat as energy instead of storing it is what most people think of when we say metabolism. Yes, a well-functioning metabolism is important to our waistlines and hips, but it's much more complex. Metabolism involves all of the chemical reactions that take place within our cells in order to keep us alive. Without a healthy, functioning metabolism, our cellular bodies could not receive the necessary energy in order to sustain itself. In short, we'd die. Fortunately, our bodies do not stop metabolizing unless we effectively stop breathing. Our metabolisms can, however, become unhealthy and damaged. Metabolism plays an important role in various parts of our lives. Not only does it impact how our cells use energy, but how well we sleep, our energy levels, our mood, and even plays a role in how well we digest food and absorb nutrients. What causes an unhealthy metabolism? Well, a few different things. It's quite important that we minimize our exposure to stress, as stress hormones such as cortisol and adrenaline counteract the healthy function of our metabolic systems. So, before we get into the 7 healthy habits, please remember to minimize stress levels and get regular exercise. These are probably the 2 best things we can practice for a healthy metabolism. Here are 7 things that slow down your metabolism. 1. Conforming to a diet. There are more weight loss products and weight loss systems on the market now than ever before. Want to know why? Well, then follow the money, of course. $6.3 billion. That's the amount that weight loss companies reported making in 2015 alone. Americans' climbing rate of obesity, combined with a serious market opportunity, means ching, at least for these peddlers of the latest, greatest weight loss fad. Despite of their proliferation, it's best to abstain from a diet regimen altogether. The reason is that the majority of diets focus entirely on restriction, not alteration. In other words, diets don't teach us how to make subtle dietary changes, that is more protein, less carbs. They instead focus on eliminating, or severely reducing, food that provides fuel to our bodies. Low-carb diets are notorious for this practice. Instead, focus on making lifestyle changes for the long term. 2. Hydrating on just water. Don't get it twisted. Hydration is incredibly important. However, the whole drink 8 full glasses of water each and every day advice is misleading. Allow us to explain. The body is a complex system that relies upon a steady stream of healthy vitamins, nutrients and other elements. Unfortunately, overhydrating has led to the misbelief that the gallons of water we've ingested have supplied what we need, thank the weight loss experts. The truth is, as healthy as water is, it is not always the best source of hydration for us. Instead, seek to get a bit of variety. For example, mix some OJ with water and add a dash of sea salt to get some much-needed electrolytes. If it's only water, mix in a lime or a lemon. 3. Over-restricting sodium intake. Yes, it is important to keep an eye on our sodium intake. The American Heart Association recommends 1,500 milligrams, which may still be a bit high. However, sodium plays a key role in maintaining our metabolic rate, lowering stress hormones, and aiding digestion. A better approach is to limit salt intake via processed foods, which are unhealthy for various reasons. Most of us eat too much salt as a direct result of most foods being processed. Instead, Make eating wholesome and non-processed foods a part of your lifestyle. Four. Overeating raw vegetables. As with the previous two unhealthy practices, this one needs to be read carefully. We're talking only about raw veggies here. Simply lightly steaming vegetables most of the time will render this a non-factor. Vegetables are an incredibly important source of vitamins and nutrients. They're also very low in calories and sodium, and most contain no fat. But raw vegetables contain a high amount of cellulose, a fiber that is actually used in making paper and paperboard. Our digestive systems are not meant to handle large quantities of this compound, which can also lead to an assortment of digestive problems, creating a slow metabolism. 5. Too much cardio. Part of this is a societal trend. We seem to place more emphasis on sweating all over the elliptical machine or a treadmill as opposed to practicing a variety of different exercises. The truth is there are some health benefits available in other types of exercise that isn't available in cardio. Besides, high-intensity interval training, HIIT, can give us most of the benefits of an hour-long run without all the added stress hormones. Muscle building is also great for achieving some upper and core body strength, boosting our moods, improving brain function, etc. The cool thing is that it can be a variety, too. Weightlifting, body weight training, and yoga are all considered muscle building exercises. Also, consider mixing in a bike ride, nature walk or hike. This allows us to get in a cardio fix while also giving the body a bit of a break so we don't slow down our metabolism. 6. Overloading on fiber. Fiber is an important nutrient for our bodies, especially in the digestive system. However, too much fiber contains elements that can prevent the absorption of important nutrients, thus slowing down your metabolism. Also, eating too much fiber when having digestive problems can create even more complications. This occurs when there is too much gut flora, microorganisms, that is bacteria, that result in digestive problems such as gas, bloating, constipation, diarrhea and even dangerous weight loss. When we ingest too much fiber, it feeds this gut flora and further complicates the issue, creating a slow metabolism. 7. Eating too much muscle meat. Muscle meat is the stuff that many weight trainers trying to add muscle eat a lot of: chicken breast, chicken wings, beef patties, etc. Side note, if these meats are farmed from quality sources, such as grass-fed cows and locally bred chickens, that's a much healthier option. The problem with ingesting too much of this muscle meat is that it's not a recipe for a balanced protein intake. Instead, try making some tasty sauce, soup or stew that contains a variety of vegetables containing important amino acids, something that these meats generally lack. Thank you for watching. Subscribe us by pressing the button below.